name is Kinsley Akuto. I want to be a soldier.
My name is William Tai. I want to be a doctor in future.
My name is Christopher Sally. I want to be a teacher in future.
Your friend Grace Manson. Sayani Wemna Minister, Mayor Minister of Ghana.
My name is Emmanuel Obi. I want to be a driver.
My name is Irene Anokran Asante. I want to be a fashion designer, so my parents help me.
My name is Kenneth Boache. I want to be a professional farmer in future.
My name is Deminatu Ibrahim. I want to be a nurse.
The objectives of the Civic Union is to bring together all well-organized groups in the district to deliberate on district issues and prioritize on important needs, act upon them to bring about development in the district. Initially, people thought Chufu Himalwa Dinja district is a deprived area. Because of that, education in this area was not encouraging. So we think if we help to improve the issue of 0% to other percentage, say 80 to 70 to 80%, some of our children can go to school, become medical doctors and the rest. So we want people, qualified people, educated people from this area. That is why we are embarking on this issue of 0%.
When I came here last year, 14 schools had 0%. Now, what it means to have 0% is that none of them had the aggregate needed to go to senior high school. Every community member, I think you agree with me that we are all stakeholders, whether we like it or not. Every single individual in a community is a stakeholder in education.
Obima a school ha one 12 ma wo eduma papaye pi ye baakofo pi obi kra okwabluchi so okọ school hiara so we aduama okwabluchi na mom sisia ye mofra bna wa aba no wa ya so den kakra.
Yeah, really we got a 0%, but the problem is students over here in my school, I can say they are true ones. They don't come to school. Some of them have their own way of helping themselves. They don't have parental care. So they go to farm, they do whatever before they come to pay their fees and help themselves. So mostly they are not in school.
People, when you ask them to do something that will benefit them in future, they don't want to follow. They always follow their hearts. And you know this current situation that we are in, we have boy and girl relationship and other things. A lot of them engage in that practice. So they are not serious in their books at all. They concentrate on this love, and so and so forth.
From Dumosha, Ada, which I'm not a Musiana or Cochron one night. Questions or bounce or questions are Mutuma and Sabi. Questions may answer questions nina more them answer na answer nina ba bibi na mama yen tumi anya yen school mamu hunde o yesunsum nsam bia o mama yen school na yen nyada yen modern bontin yen tumi yen school ba o ye ebia aduru bia obi ma tu against school yo he nuntina mu hunde yen tumi yen school ba nyada yen modern bo
obi wa wa school na ye kwana ngasa bukuru school no obi wa wa no mpani otikroyi mu so mpe school ni yeye no mpe ya so yeye yo hu ye mpe ya hu ye na bufu ntina obotum wa to them in
ye se nta ofu no ye na ono kire se wo to eduro wo da tie
additional the mission pa na afin so questions oban shada anya questions oya din biara mintu mintro no menya senga na manade menya school nko na mum ya so ye teacher fi obetum kada yenko tro ne mfe no wonto na akatu mma
na ya so wa ma ya kwa abem wan ya kwa abem wan ya kwa ya adwuma wa ha mo ye teacher wa fa Hanson ono ya kwa abem wan ya kwa ya adwuma na wa papa ya so wala ya ka tu exam sa ya pass ye be feli nyenye school pa oban ya wa ya.
If they are thinking that way, then we actually have a lot to do. Nobody curses you. You and your creator kneel down in your room and pray right now. That is communication. God loves us. That is why he created us. We have to disabuse their mind. That is what we have to do. We have to sensitize them. We need sensitization by telling the child that that is not, it doesn't exist.
I had the son of my man being her. Sebia yet you do, you could swing at the yet to the acquaintance of any idea. You had you would be sour. In a sense, teacher for no efa akokotena heman e no mutwa kwan e na ombe school e wa na eya omo nante efi heman de ba etunu bi a metumi ba school ha me say at the same time SMC chairman e school ha be bi a be 9 o'clock 9 to 10 asan ba do bi a teachers na fi heman aba me wa no so no na the other schools na e wo ekrom na ade no o ma start bi a classes at the same time so munya na kwakoye so he ba konso abom. Now, officer teacher, you want free him, I now be do be about 9 to 10. Now, other schools will be on my start classes and bet my work.
Na teacher for no munyira wa ha. And this do an opportunity to see na teacher ne ba ko na obetra school a. And wonya ya late pa, e no obesho. Na this na teacher for nyira akotra hemai. And this akwala le kura wonya no kura bo so on so le kura no ko nsu mpongo school a. O si teacher mai. Enti ya dia ono obeko nsu akọ school enti se ba na so kwa je so onsu ade kura mpa o se minsia na ya ko school kura ye nkere ye hwe enti minsia ade no ubeka bra ansa da kura onsu ade anya boss so kura no nya didi a pepe na watam Natalia she na ko video ase wakotra ho sa o mafia da awofo no so mo kohwe akola na chira kwa.
Teacher for no so one Martin there one tum. One mama one rush my friend word. That anka we hu there. I will pay. Then tin pay. You call a chrome cottage. One year. That I don't want friend one there. Teacher for no tum my friend when you want a group on your fair. What to my friend when you want a group on your fair? I tell that one the teacher you cried in a while. What respect to be any mamma was a group. What better what pack what by you my cram to make a machine. Uncle the first and I made the man school. So my teacher and moon teacher and you proud, make quite China. On Sudan. I send the teacher in one will have a friend and fool as it's one see on you the group on your face.
My school guessing when oh yeah, I am coffee papa because teacher too much school getting there on got 1,000 men so or got 1,000 back. No, I will say, I know so husband mamma that is Sophie. On think teacher and so think Sophie, not damage swimming mother Sophie. all them say school fun bi mo word na adwembo na won teacher fun wo ho mo na afi so teacher fun obi mo ho ma ade no won kenti won tira ade ni.
We have we have open and close relations. You see, if you are too open, you know how the children will behave, and you are too close, you know how the children will behave. But I'm not, me, I've not seen anything of that nature. If he has seen that, I think he should have, reported the matter to us that, oh, maybe this is what I've seen between this and this. So if anything possible, or if you can do something about it, then you should do something. But if he says because the teachers are too close, because over here, if the teachers close, they go back to him. How many times are they going to have this thing, a close relationship with them, so that they do all sorts of things? They don't have any this thing, close or intimate relationship over here.
Right from this point, here you can choose to bring your S here.
For the teachers, you are staying at Himai, and from Himai to this place is about 4.5 kilometers. As I think a big distance. So by the time you will not get a car all the time. So by the time you walk from Himai to this place, see the time will be a bit spent. So, but we make sure we cover the time spent. You see, we should close around 1:30. But since we were late for the normal classes, we used to cover up after the normal closing period.
Some roads are good, others are terrible. Some are hilly, they go steep gradients. The gradients are so steep that if you are not careful, some of them actually have accidents on the way. Motor accidents occur. Not forgetting the risk. They meet snakes because this place is a forest area. They meet snakes on the way. So many hazards. So it's also a contributory factor.
I believe that as a parent, if you want your ward to be successful in school, then you have to what? Educate the child as to benefit he is going to get at the end of what? His schooling. But over here, you don't have that. So when a child commits an offense or does something wrong in the school, and the teacher cane that particular child, the parents will attack that particular teacher. They have done some to me before. And the parents advised me that he knows that his child is a very stubborn guy. So when I'm dealing with the child, I must take care. This is a very serious case.
Na fesu ya wofo no so ya kase ya kana na kase ya pekana de suade a ayo mo nto menye yenuam na mo ko international job no omo de omo bisa bibia na omo de amawo.
The parent is the first teacher of the child. So that child learns a lot of things from you informally before the child meets the second teacher in the classroom. So if you, the parent, don't know anything about timeliness, it affects the child. You have to prepare the child to go to school early to meet the teacher. Observe. They can monitor the activities of teachers. Teachers, we have a time book. There's a book for teachers' attendance in the school. And that is what we call anybody who visits the school. That is the first thing you look at. The teacher's attendance is there. It is upon that you can commend the teacher for coming to school on time or advising the teacher against coming late. So the time book is very, very important. It is a tool that we use.
say adwuma teacher for no be di o mo ye adwuma nti no ono mo ye free teacher ne betuma be school ba e bi go be say bia ne fair for teacher for no kra bia log go ho no bo no say bi bia ba na e bia bibi mpo that's the best say oba no ma ska no kwa fu enkola ne do mo ye say adwuma.
Another thing too is that those in the JHS2 are actually not qualified to be promoted. They are just promoted because they have to go ahead. People assign reasons like girls are vulnerable. The girl child is vulnerable. If we keep repeating the girl child, she might get pregnant because they are really promiscuous. So they just push them ahead, and that is not good.
At first, government says, "Oh, you see, when the child reaches JSS 3, you don't have to repeat the child. You should push the child out, because they say it's not only a book that gives the person the ability. Everybody has his or her skills. So if you push the child out, maybe when he goes out, he will have his or her vocation." So we have been giving them the information about textbooks and the rest, but if the government doesn't provide it, where are you going to get it? And if you ask the parents to buy them too, they say no money.
We need textbooks. The government is trying, but we don't have enough. Yes, but every time we have supplies, so we try to make it equitably.
School obra safi. Nanso oba yen kra ya se ha ya yentimi nko school no akire adentia efiri se ahokyere ne dooso ye hwe ya kwan yensuo ye bibia enya wo yen nkra ya se ha ye na entimi moye ne yenko school enu akire ekwan ba na ye befa so a ye betimi enya nkofo a on betimi agina ma district akonanim ye betimi akoyanim pii de nipa no be dooso enso na yentimi enko anim enipa kakra bi na timi ko school do university ama yentimi nko school enu akire ebe ya nka ban ntwa nani emehwe yenkura ya se ha na ama school kro no yentimi nko school enu akire.
All stakeholders default somewhere along the line. All stakeholders.
Actually, the PTA is supposed to meet thrice in a year. But in our case, in fact, normally we call PTA meetings, let's say 2 months or a month after, to see or to get the feedback whether we are doing the right thing here or not. So the PTA are also helping us in terms of logistics for the teachers and then the pupils as well.
Never to about Siano. You best a teacher for our phone so. Na ye nyina ye baako na ya hwe ye nkola ne yie ya de suade mu ne TV the corner ne ya stop wo mu nyina.
What I want to tell the parents that they should make sure that when the children come back to the school to the house after normal classes, they should stick to them, let them sit down and learn.
Me Mrs. Yansan ka government no say 2 years be also teacher for no o se san ehun be ban kwala anim o se san teacher foforo bia ba o tam e ko school 2 years bia na 1 year bia se san teacher nye hu ni pe na we macho teacher foforo aba ende mu de America o kiremade a nya senketo a nti Mrs. say 2 years bia ban no o se san teacher for no e be ma ehun aba school for no na o wesu ade
reintroduce the caning and then discipline.
If you absent yourself, we will have to discipline you. If you are not taking instructions, we have to discipline you. So the way forward is, we've gotten new teachers, and we want to improve on certain things. And I know definitely it will change.
I was see any break, say, a best idea. And this Chinese bachelor idea was ye as soon as they met Chinese, nature and so Chinese you.
I believe it is going to be avoided due to hard work and teachers who have been recruited in the school. I believe hand in hand we are going to work hard and harder to make good academics in the school.
I believe this civic group can also go round to educate the parents as well as their wards, so that they will get the real meaning of education. And with that, I think that problem could be solved.
There are a lot of churches are springing up, and basically churches preaching is directed along the same line. They call on divine spirits to guide them. So we expect that a lot of sensitization can also go on in the churches.
Importance of children to go to school is to build him up, and we all in the country will have a better standard of living.
Even if you want to become a carpenter, you have to learn to get something. Even the tools, you should be able to know or name the tools, the names of them. You have to be able to mention them, and also if you are given a contract, you have to read something there. You have to read something and get the understanding before you can execute that job. So I don't share that idea at all. They have to learn. They have to get a certificate before they can be able to become a driver, as you are saying.
My name is Charity Dezo. I want to be a pilot in future.
My name is Bismarck Akins, and I want to be an armed force in the future, so government help me.
My name is Marifa. I want to be immigration officer in my future.
My name is Emmanuel Abuaje. I want to be a lawyer in the future.
My name is Albert Fano. I want to be a policeman.
Your friend me Mary. Senyami ya madune mi yusula. Mayonnaise.
My name is Helena Sechi. I want to be a newscaster. Please, my parents, help me.
My name is Mary. I want to be a nurse in future, so government help me.
Well, it's possible. And it can only be possible when we, the civic union, we come in. We always make sure that everybody is working. The SMC PTA are working, parents are working, students are learning hard, and then education officials are supervising well. So if all these things are in place, I think it's possible they can attain their future aspiration, as they said.
We are the children of Africa, we must unite. We are the children of Africa, we must unite. Ibadeno, Abemi, Ibadeno, Abemida, Ibadeno, Abemi, Ibadeno.